there, Aries. Welcome to my channel, TWINfiniteocean Tarot. Today we're going to be doing a Serenity Healing Tarot spread. Kind of get down to parts of yourself that may need to be healed, how to move forward through this healing, advice from Spirit or guidance from Spirit of some things that might help you along the way. I'm going to start by pulling one of these Liminal Spirit Oracle cards to kind of get an overall view of maybe what needs to be healed or actions you can take to move past this or to heal this part of yourself. And we have the Fox. Give me 1 second while I look up the Fox. Okay. So we have here, the Fox is a creature of craft and cunning, with the tools of diplomacy, charisma, deception, and play all within easy reach. There is something especially alluring about the tricky fox. Smart, sleek, sly, and charming. We can see all of that in its intelligent, bright eyes and emphasized with the swift flick of the sensual tail. We are intrigued by the fox's mysteries, which can teach us a great deal. But we must be careful not to find ourselves outfoxed through that experience as a lesson in itself. And the message is here. It's time to turn up the charm to make things move in your favor. Wit and wisdom applied with a little extra finesse and flash will bring success quickly. Diplomacy, not aggression, is what is needed to handle a tricky situation. Move quickly and with confidence, but also be flexible enough to change tactics at a moment's notice. Heads up, someone is trying to trick you. Use your intuition to dispel the glamour masking the reality, or you might end up losing your tail. And so when it comes to healing, what I'm going to say is you may have been outfoxed many a season in your life. You may have been deceived, wolves in sheep clothing, that type of thing. And so what you're needing to do is take the lesson from that of like how to live more like the fox. Maybe not to like fox somebody, but you can use your wit, you can use your lessons, you can use your ideas to have a heads up because of the things that you've been through. So maybe there's some parts in yourself that need to be healed in regards to a fox, someone that was sly and they may have outwitted you for a season, but the remembrance here and what is to take from it is to use those tools to your advantage in the future. Let's see. Your foundation is strength right now. So there could be something that you're needing to overcome, and it could feel very hard for you. What we have as your barrier is the Hangman. Maybe things need to be seen from a different perspective. Advice on how to move forward. Okay, lessons you can learn. Okay. Okay, Aries, so what I'm getting from this in this situation is right now, like I said, you could be trying to tame the beast within yourself, trying to really find grace within adversity, trying to really tame that beast to where you're not reactionary like the lion. You come at the lion's going to rip your head off, right? It's all about using this lion when it's necessary and taming it to the point that it knows the difference. And that could, the barrier to this could be this Hangman, maybe needing to see things from a whole new perspective. Seeing things as not black and white, but maybe you need to look at things from not only your perspective, from the other person's perspective. Whoever it was that hurt you, whatever it was that hurt you, maybe looking at it as sometimes you're the fox and sometimes you're the prey. Sometimes you're the prey and sometimes you're the fox. Everything has a purpose within this life, and so sometimes we're one And when we're the other, we feel that we've fallen victim to something. Whereas, no, they were our teachers for a season to teach us what not to do, or they were our teachers in a season of how to live more, maybe authentically. Maybe it taught us the lesson of how to love ourselves more, or something like that. Advice of how to move forward is with this Knight of Swords. Fast. You know, just keep going. Just keep going, because the Knight doesn't really analytically think about much. He just impulsively goes. I'm not telling you to be impulsive, but maybe there's something in your life you need to be more impulsive about, especially if the Hangman is what's sitting here as a barrier. You could have taken yourself out of the game for a while. You could have taken yourself out of life for a while. And it's time to get back in there. It's time to tame that beast, so you know that when you move forward, you're going to move forward fast. And so that's what Spirit is basically saying. Use the knowledge that you have learned and just go. Just keep going. And what you can do to help others. You could have learned a lot along your way with the Page of Swords. Page of Swords is a studious type. They like to investigate. They like to learn. So it's all about sharing what you have learned with others, showing people where they can go or resources that can be found in order for them to move forward on their path, showing people how to start again as a page and really embrace all the knowledge that is out there for them. So what you could be sharing with others is basically like what you've learned from your experiences. Now, what you can do to help yourself is the Lovers. Love every inch of you, every piece of you. Every time you've fallen, love yourself for the fact that you got up again. Love yourself for the fact that you've changed because you don't want to be that person, or looking at your mistakes and learning how to do it better the next time. Loving the divine feminine and divine masculine within yourself. Become your own true love story. Becoming that love that you've always wanted. Love yourself the way you've always wanted. Dance, sing, renewed faith, hope. And lessons that you can learn from this is the Ten of Coins. Maybe you've had a lot of success. Maybe you've had a lot of money. Maybe you've seen people with a lot of money. And the lesson you can learn from this situation is this is still to be had for you, that happy home, abundance, the wealth, the generational wealth, but it's also here to teach you that anything in the material realm is temporary. It never is forever. Like, you can't buy something that's going to be here from now until eternity. I mean, maybe you can, but maybe the pieces to it are going to fall apart. It can break. It gets old, that type of thing. Like, there's always something new to be had, and so maybe the lesson to be learned is maybe your abundance isn't without side of yourself. You're the one that'll be here from point A to point B. That's it, you know. So it's time to really value yourself as if it was this abundance and prize that you're really searching for. Because if you're happy, you really don't need much outside of that. Being happy where you're at is a true strength within itself. Okay, I'm going to get a clarifier for each just to see if we can get some more information. What is the Strength card about? We have the Knight of Coins. Yeah, having the strength to move forward in a more grounded way. Possibly giving to others could be a strength. Like, whatever you get, give back some, you know, because that keeps the energetic flow moving, because money is energy, or abundance is energy. You can feel it. It's all a vibration, right? So it's all about having the strength to keep going, even after trials, even after tribulations, but moving forward in a more grounded, stable way that you can give to others from it. Now, the Hangman. What do we have as a clarifier for the Hangman here? We've got the Three of Swords. Yeah, the pain from the past may have put you in a state where you've withdrawn yourself from the world in some sense, form, or fashion, whether it was just taking your heart out of the equation because it was hurt. This is all about knowing that pain is just like everything else. in the human experience, it's temporary. Even we are temporary. We are here knowing that we are going to die eventually, right? So the pain will subside, and you may have taken some time out to really reflect on the pain or how to keep yourself from the pain. You may have took your heart out of the game because you're just tired of getting hurt over and over again. And what this is saying is you really need to have the strength to take all of you forward into this new cycle or to this healing journey. Because if you just say, oh, I've been hurt 500 times, but you have never felt the pain of it, like as soon as you were hurt, you closed your heart off and just kept going, you wouldn't have learned the lessons from it. You wouldn't have felt it enough to know how it feels like. Because a lot of people, that's what happens. They get so hurt that they numb themselves out to pain. So they just keep repeating that cycle until they learn that I really need to address the hurts. Because if not, it's just like it's almost like a snowball that creeps down and gets bigger and bigger and bigger until it just avalanches on possibly the wrong people. So let's see what you advice on how to move forward. We have got the Chariot, yeah, and the Chariot is movement as well. So you have the Knight of Swords and the Chariot. And the Chariot is just remembering that within every dark there is some light, and with every light there is some dark. And that's what fuels the Chariot, is taking the good, the bad, and the ugly and making it into fuel to move yourself forward. Knowing that your happiness is on the other side of the fear of being stuck. So how to move forward, you just do it. You know, you just keep going, because not every situation is going to turn out this way. The only way that it's going to turn out that way is if you think that. And that's the point of healing, is to know that I don't deserve this. I don't deserve to feel this way. What can I do differently next time so I don't repeat the same mistake and be hurt again and have to go through all this healing again? I mean, everybody heals all the time. The healing journey is never completed. It's a constant staying mindful of what you're going through, how situations make you feel, being present in your emotions enough to feel them as they come and to heal in an everyday moment. But if you've stunted your healing at some point, there's all kinds of built up gook that needs to be like gone in there and pulled out. And what you can teach others, or how you can help others, is this Tower and this Page of Swords. Like being able to start again, being able to get down deep and investigate ways of how to rebuild your tower stronger next time. Teaching others how you've done it, how, you know, what you've learned from the experiences, and how you've been able to make it past the tower moments of life, having your whole world shook, rock bottom, you know, that type of thing. But these only happen so that you can learn and you can grow, and so that way next time you can build your tower under more firm foundation. And so that's what you can teach others. Now let's see what you can do to help yourself along with this Lover's card. The King of Cups. Love yourself to the fullest. Open your heart up with this King of Cups. How you're going to help yourself is to keep that heart beating, keep that heart open, feeling the emotions at a very deep level, because the King of Cups, he feels things very deeply, but yet he doesn't let the waves of emotion like overrun him. He doesn't necessarily wear his heart on his sleeve. He is a very loving, compassionate individual, but he's very grounded in the way that he expresses his emotions, the way he tends to his emotions, the way he stays on top of his emotions. He uses practicality along with his heart space. So this is all about opening that heart chakra back up, and even maybe opening that intuition within yourself, so that way you know the difference next time of what somebody that has done you wrong looks like and somebody that is going to do you right. Like, it's on an energetic level. And make sure that if you do give yourself to another person, it's going to be from a space to where your emotions don't overcome you, They don't make it be like, well, I need this person, you know, becoming an obsessive or something like that. Being grounded in your emotions keeps you knowing that no matter what wave comes, you're good. You know, you still got one foot on the ground, kind of thing. Let's see, lessons you can learn as well with the Ten of Coins. What do we have? We've got the Four of Cups. Sometimes what I'm getting from this is sometimes in life we get bored, and so we may settle for things that seem easier. Like, we don't want to invest too much, so we spend time thinking about cups that have spilled, not really wanting to give it another try, because we've been there, done that, we don't want to do it again, kind of thing. And with the Four of Cups, that's going to create stagnation. It's going to create some type of like closed off in the heart space, because really when you settle for things that are below you, you're doing a disservice to yourself. It closes the heart off a little more each time. So what I'm getting from this is the lesson you can learn is to really appreciate the offers that the divine offer you. Even if they're offering you just the opportunity to heal something or to remember something or to learn something. Just be very mindful. Like, this is to me saying yes again to life, saying yes again to happiness, saying yes to sharing your life with other people, getting out of that hangman's tree, because your abundance is all around you. And abundance can come in like so many forms, but if you have your heart space closed off, you'll never feel the abundance when it comes. So you're always going to need more and more and more to fill your cup back up again, whether it be material, drugs, sex, something like that. It's all those empty, whole feeling things that don't really give us anything. And the only way we can feel the experiences that come towards us is to keep that heart open, because if we keep it closed, we're doing a disservice to ourselves. I'm going to close it off with a Star Seed Oracle, see if this deck has anything else to say for my Aries collective. If it's more than two, yeah, it's too many. It was three. Let's see. Okay, well, Spirit has a lot to say to you, so we're going to go ahead and say it. It says, the Seas of Mintaka, seeing potential, bringing unconscious to light. Yeah, this is all about diving deep to find those spaces within our unconscious that keep us in a perpetual cycle of repeating something. There's something at an unconscious level that needs to be dug out, or to seen at least, or to be felt. And if your heart space is closed, you can't feel them. So you got to find that place within yourself. And then it says, water your garden. Nourishment, body care, tenderness, and rest. Yeah, you may have been going and spinning a constant wheel, like I call it, running on the hamster wheel, constantly spinning that wheel and never getting anywhere, right? It's time to take a step back and start with yourself. Love on yourself. Give back to yourself. Find those places within you that may still need some work, some healing. Yeah, and it's all about time of, you know, really nourishing on you. And don't sell yourself short, because you're, you know, worthy of so much more. And even if you have to take the lessons and be like the fox sometimes and be witty and smart about the choices you make, do it from a place where your heart is still open. Well, I love you guys. Hopefully you got something from this. I appreciate you watching. If you liked it, please smash the like button. I love you guys to the moon, stars, and Mars, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.